Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are going to create a Slack automation. Now you guys must be thinking, I know that we've already created a Slack automation, but in this video we're going to specifically focus on Blockit Builder, the Slack's feature. So, and let me tell you this, a warning that I am not a very good Slack expert or something. If I know few things, I'm planning on telling you guys what those are, and if it helps you, then great. So, what is this automation all about? So, every single time a person gets, I enter the person, the details manually, or if somebody fills out my form, they enter into my Google Sheet, which looks like this. I have three sheets: an intake sheet, an interested sheet, and a not interested sheet. So, they enter in here. The Slack will automatically send me a message which looks like this. And once I hit approve or deny, it will go here and add them to the respected sheet. Approve being interested and deny being not interested. Okay, looks very simple. It's a bit complicated. I'm warning you guys. Let's get started. So the first thing that you want to do is create a Google Sheet, or you can use any CRM system like ClickUp, Monday, Asana, anything that you want. So I'm using Google Sheet. I've created all of this. The status, I have three status: intake, non-interested, and interested. And I've added a problem. All right. So then I've added a Slack create a message module. Now, what do you need to do and how can you do this? First, what you need to do is, I'm assuming you guys don't have a connection, but if you do, you might already be seeing something like this. Okay. You won't have the block, which I'll tell you how to do it and where to get it from. Don't get worried about this. So if you don't have a connection, what you need to do is just click add, click on bot, and then give it a name. And now you want to click on advanced settings and you want to add a client secret and a client ID. How can I get that? So first go to Slack, and then inside of Slack, wait, let me just guide you through it properly. So first you click here on Twilight, and then you go to tools and settings, and then you go to manage apps. Once this opens up, just, you see build, that says build right here. Click on build, and then you click on create a new app. Once you do that, it says start from scratch. Go there, give it a name, and give it a workspace that you're using. And once you do that, let me just go right here. You will reach, or something like this will appear. Now you have the client ID and the client secret. Copy both of them, but wait, you don't have to do everything right now. Don't just copy paste this and just go back and paste it in. We need to do a couple of things before we can do that. Okay. So the first thing that we need to do is, on the left hand side, you see interactivity and shortcut. This will be off for you guys. Okay. Make sure to turn it on. And what you need to do is open up a new scenario. Then add a webhook module. You guys know webhooks by now. Just copy the webhook address, go back, and not here, sorry, go back and just paste that in. Now, if you scroll down, yeah, we have nothing here. Then just make sure to save the changes. Okay. Then after that, you again on the left hand side, just go to OAuths and permission. Then what do you guys need to do? First, you need to add scopes. Okay, scopes is technically what your bot can do inside of Slack, or inside of your particular channel in Slack. So I wanted to chat and write, read, and also write and send messages. So what you need to do is just click on add OAuth and then just write chat, and you will see chat write, because I've already added this. You know what? I'll just show you. I'll just delete this and I'll just write chat, and you see chat write. Just add all these things: I am read, I am write, and chat write. Make sure to do it for both, that is the bot token scopes and for the user token scopes. Just the same thing, don't do anything else. And then This is where it gets a bit tricky. You need a redirect URL, sorry. Now, how to get this? So first, what we'll do is we go back to basic information. Now you'll take in the client ID and client secret. And if I'm not wrong, we had to install this app, right? Yeah. So first you need to install this to your channel, or install this to your Slack. Not Slack, sorry, install this to your channel. So first you go to install apps, click on install. It will say install to Twilight. Then go back to basic information. You copy the client ID, copy the client secret, go back. Now in here, you just have to paste both of them in. Now, once you've done that, what will happen is it will throw an error. Now let me just show you. If I can show that to you guys, it will be great. Yeah, so if you guys can see, it will throw an error something like this. Something went wrong, and it will also give you a redirect URL. I thought of showing it to you guys, but I can't. So now what you need to do is just copy this redirect URI, and then I guess it was OAuth and permission. Yeah, OAuth and permission, and then just paste it right here, and then save the URL. Okay. Once you've done that, you can go back and try it again. Now this time when you do it, it will ask for your permission to get inside of Slack. Just click OK, and then something like this will appear. Now what you need to do is we need to add this block. Now I don't know what to do. How can I do it? Don't worry. I also don't know. So I'm just joking, guys. Okay. So first, scroll all the way down and you'll see it says block kit builder. Just click right here. Oh, I've already opened it. Yeah, no worries. And just click on templates, and you'll see it has multiple templates that you can use. I used this one because it's very easy to use. Now, don't freak out, but here's how it goes. You see all the codes on the left. Whatever changes you make on the left, all that changes will happen on the right. For example, now you see it says right here, you can just zoom in. It says right here, you have a new request. And it says that right here. So what I'll do is watch this carefully, okay? So I'm just going to change, you have a new lead. And you see that happened right here. Now this that you're seeing right here is a name, and this name also has a link. So it's a profile to something. It can be a LinkedIn profile, it can be an Instagram profile or anything. But I don't want a profile. So what I'll do is just copy this, remove that, and just add my name. Okay, and let me just remove this. Yeah. Okay. Now you can do the same things for all the rest of this section. So as you can see, it says type. So this is the name right here. You can change that with email. And this when, I can change that with the problem. Oops. Where did it go? Problem. And then you can remove all of this if you don't want to. Let me just see. Wait. Let me remove all of this because we don't want this. And is there any error in the code? You see, if there is any error in the code, you will just see a cross appear right here at the side. For example, if I just put a comma, you'll see it says there's an error. So if there is nothing, you won't see any error. Now, the important part is this. So if I just copy this and go back to Slack and just paste it in, it won't work because this button doesn't do anything. So if even if the button appears in Slack, like this, even if it appears on Slack, if you click it, nothing will happen because you're not connected it to anything as of now. But since we've already taken the webhook and we've pasted it in, this will work. But we need to do a little more changes before we can actually make it work. So those changes are, you can change the text also. Okay, if you don't like approve, you can change it to interested or whatever you want. And here the value should change. The value should be, for me it is interested, and here it will be not interested. All right. Now if I click approve, that means that this particular person is an interested lead, and if I click deny, it means that this particular person is a not interested lead. Okay, that is actually really important before we send all that data through a webhook to the second scenario. Now you can go ahead and copy this and paste it back into your, you know, Slack. Now to make this dynamic, you can just map everything. So remove the name, and I added the name from the Google Sheets. I removed the change the email with the email from the Google Sheets and the problem, and I can just hit save. Now I hope you guys got all that. Okay, I know I'm going a bit fast. Now here's the second portion. Once we have all that, you will see an output something like this. Now this is bizarre. Okay, you can't read this. So what I did is I passed the JSON, and it looks neat. Okay, now what you need to do is we want to add a text parser. Okay, now what is a text parser? A text parser, technically you can use it to find texts. Okay, and the pattern that you see right here, this thing, this is what you call a regex. Now I'll be honest, I don't know to use regex, and how I did that was I just went to ChatGPT and asked it, and I'll just show you. So if I go to, I guess it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah. So let me just explain to you guys what exactly is happening here and why do we need to use the regex. So once I pass the data, you see inside of message there is this section. Okay, this whole section is inside of text, and as well as the email that I want. So now why do I want the email? Because I want to take the email, compare it with the email that is already in the intake sheet, so that I can move it to the interested or the not interested sheet. Okay, we want to compare because we don't want to compare names, because people can have the same name and it can be confusing. So we are comparing emails because that are totally different. So I want to get the email, but the problem is you can't just get the email right here, because this whole thing is what is being pulled out. So I use regex. So when I use regex, what happens is I only extract the email from this whole thing. I can just extract the email, for example, as it says right here, James Bond at the rate example.com. I just extract that section, and then I can compare it with my Google sheet, compare it in my Google sheet, so that I can see, oh, here's the record, I need to move this. So I take that, and now you see the output of this is only the email, that is jamesbond at the rate example.com. This was the input, and that was the output. Now let me explain you the regex that I understood from ChatGPT. So the regex that it used is this. Okay, what I said was, this is the whole thing. If I only want to extract my email, what will the regex formula be? And it gave me this. So why did it give me that is because, now the explanation, look at the explanation. It says this equals to matches the beginning of the link. Okay, so this matches this right here. Okay, then we have this section, that is bracket, then a square bracket, then an up symbol and a bar along with a plus. This captures everything until the pipe, that is the straight line, which is the actual email. Then the slash, the forward slash or backward slash, I don't know what you call that, ensures that we stop at the first pipe. Now, what does that mean? So, we'll start from here. Okay, we only want to start where it says this mail to. We want to start from here, and then we're going to grab everything that is there before this first bar or the pipe appears. So that is how we got the email. I hope you guys getting it. If you don't want to get too technical, if you don't want to understand this, just open chat gpt, take the formula and just go. Okay, you don't have to understand the whole process of it. Then what you'll do is just you'll paste in that regex. Make sure to click yes on the global match, and then just paste the text, that is the whole thing, right in here. Then what we do is, inside of Google Sheet, you see, I check if the email is the same, both the emails are same, and if it is, no, and if it is approved. Okay, so here we have a filter that says if the value is interested. So if I just show you that, so if I go to actions, and under actions, you'll see the value says interested. So if it is interested, I want you to go to the interested sheet and then just add it, and I've changed the status to interested, and delete the record from the intake sheet. Okay, and I do the same for the not interested part as well. Okay, now guys, if the regex was a bit difficult to understand, I have another method that you can use, but this is going to consume more ops, but that's it. That is up to you if you guys want to use this. So here we are using functions. Okay, don't connect this to the router, I'm just showing you guys. So what I first do is I split and I get the third variable. Split the message based on the star mark, and I get the third variable. So what happens is I split this whole thing. Let's just go to message. You know what? The best thing is if I can just show you this. I'll just copy this whole thing, and now if I just run this module once, paste in this text. Now you see, if I just split the whole thing and I got the third one, this was the thing that I got. Then what I do is I take this, let me just copy that, copy this, go back here. Now what I've done here is I again split this based on the presence of a bar, got the second item, that is the email, and then I use substring. Now what is a substring? As you can see, the little documentation that appears returns a portion of text. You know what, let me just explain. So as you can see in the example of the in the documentation, you see the example, it says substring hello from 0 to 3. So h, the letter h is 0, then from 0 up until 3, so HELO, sorry, HELL, sorry. So we have 5 letters, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is how it goes. So starts at 0. Where to go? Yeah, it starts at 0. That means I want to start from H. Then I want to go to 3 more characters after that. So I've done the same here, but I go from 0 all the way to 21 because gmail.com, all that thing. So if I can just show you, run this model only, I'll put in this variable, and you see it just outputs the email. You can also use that if you prefer this. Well, the choice is up to you. And yeah, that is how you guys can create your own blockade builder for your team, Slack blockade builder for your team, for yourself. I know it was a bit complicated to understand, and I hope you guys did understand this. Well, if you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And guys, if you have any more requests, please make sure to drop it down in the comments or DM me or email me, anything that you prefer. I'll be happy to look into some automations. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.